what if we supposed to do day 22 for this ultimate countdown? Oh, it's definitely broken. Oh well, I guess it's Minnie Mouse then. That door was broke. Never mind. So, enjoy.
Oh, 11.
You're watching Examples Chernobyl. Hey everyone, welcome back to our 25 Days of Christmas. So today is day 22. So that means we are going to take a look at the top 10, not the best, but the worst Christmas movies of all time. Previously, we are going to take a look at the best Christmas movies in the fan rank. So for now, let's enjoy the worst Christmas movies ever. So, whatever that thing is. So, enjoy.
So you're really skipping out. You got it. Somehow it just doesn't seem right.
Oh boy.
Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down the Christmas movies even the Grinch wouldn't wish upon who built.
Oh, Shay!
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. Who am I kidding? Of course I did. What's Christmas without a little tear?
That's more like it for Christmas
Number
time.
10. Best Christmas Ever. Here's the answer to the question, what if ChatGPT wrote a Christmas movie? That's what this Christmas movie with no Christmas spirit seems like anyway.
How do you know he knows?
Man,
Because I called
this is
him.
what I'm
You
talking
actually
about.
spoke.
Oh, my name's
To
Monannie
Santa.
Winston.
The fat man
So
and I
glad
are
to
like
meet
that,
you all
yo.
that came. Still got the chummy
Homie,
one.
the plot gimmick of misunderstanding that kickstarts all the antics in the movie is basically someone says something sarcastically, another person interprets it as something else completely, and then events cascade to the extreme.
Oh, that's more definitely like this one. I can even tell
The problem
about
is you,
that.
Jackie. Your life is just too wonderful for her.
It's constant miscommunications done in the exact same way throughout the 80-minute runtime. It's sad that though the movie is called Best Christmas Ever, the holiday serves as nothing more than background
That's
and an excuse
definitely
to
the
get
worst
corny and sentimental
Christmas
in the
ever.
end.
You saved my Christmas,
You still get the Christmas
You
spirit
saved
all
my
the time, you
Christmas.
know?
Number 9. I'll Be Home for Christmas. The song I'll Be Home for Christmas was written for a noble cause, as a means to honor the soldiers in World War II who couldn't be home with their families. The movie I'll Be Home for Christmas has absolutely no relation to the song and does nothing but waste everyone's time.
Nice try, but no chance. Must be defective.
None of the characters are written as if they could be real people with real motivations.
Go, God,
and the
Ronnie,
humor
go.
is so lazy and
I
cheap
guess
that
it's
you'd
really
think you
coming
grabbed
your
this from a
way.
bargain bin.
Am I alive?
Sir,
I have never been happier to answer that question in my life. Yes, you are alive. Been asked that question before?
I didn't think so,
10,
you
12
know?
times.
That
And when
sounds a
there's
good
no
Christmas
respect for
spirit of
grim
my
subject
own.
matter like a death in the family, it's hard to imagine who this movie was made for. In the end, it just comes off as insensitive and totally apathetic, with not even much of a classic Christmas message about sharing and family and love.
Santa, if you showed up on my doorstep in a one-horse open sleigh, I wouldn't believe you.
Allie, I'm sorry.
You know, I can't take fake remorse from a fake Santa making fake apologies.
Surviving Christmas. 'Tis the season to be as mean-spirited as possible. That is the core of much of the plot of Surviving Christmas.
Still got
and
the
it
worst
makes
than
every
I
character in the
thought.
movie unlikable in the worst ways possible.
Man, this is great, man. This is the best. You guys sitting around eating dinner like a family, you know. I just wanted that.
That's more like a naughty way.
Surviving Christmas has Ben Affleck playing a millionaire who pays a family to let him stay at their house and be his fake family for the holidays. Yes, it is very awkward, and the movie gets unnecessarily raunchy at times.
Carl, what are you looking at?
It's research.
You know, when I was young, we didn't sit alone in our rooms drooling over nude ladies on computer screens.
To make matters
That's
worse,
definitely
it suddenly
the
shifts
worst
from
at
a movie
all.
about a man who never had a Christmas with a family to a cringy rom-com where it comes off like the couple hates each other more than they're attracted to each
romantic
other.
comedy,
Really?
you know?
We can't even label it as a so bad it's good type of flick.
Alicia, be careful with the car.
Can we talk about this?
No.
Number 7, Jack Frost. This one was a major box office
So
bomb.
definitely a
Jack
band.
Frost is about an arrogant rock singer played by accident only to be brought back.
I'm home. Hey, I'm home.
If this plot sounds familiar, it's because like
Ooh, a
200
talking
other movies
snowman.
have used the died but resurrected as X plot before, including for Christmas
never tried
movies.
that before
the only
anyway.
difference is that Jack Frost is out to make everyone miserable.
You almost got me killed.
Hey, I
Those
saved
are
your
only
butt
the
too,
worst.
pal.
Yeah, right. So I'm supposed to believe that you're my dad?
Hey, do me a favor. Go easy on me.
Had the movie decided on what tone to go for, maybe this could have worked. But to call this a comedy and end with a kid witnessing their
definitely.
dad die a second
Only a
time?
ghost.
Who is this movie aimed
Still
at?
got the typical thing on my part.
Bye, Dad. Goodbye.
Bye.
Number 6, The Mean One. The Grinch, but as a horror comedy? There have been stranger adaptations, but this one really got
The
itself
Grinch.
stuck in the fireplace flue.
Still horrified.
We're
that
adding
one.
just one twist of fate.
Honey? Get away from my daughter!
This parody of the iconic Dr. Seuss story turns the Grinch into the Mean One, a furry green monster who not only steals Christmas
Still got a
decorations
horrible
and
thing
presents,
of
but
thoughts.
also stalks and kills the residents of Newville. Ugh.
Newville. Sounds like a Whoville.
Yeah, the movie fails in every facet possible. It isn't scary enough to call it a horror.
Well,
it
still
isn't funny
possible.
enough to call it a
The bad
comedy.
one,
20 years
you
they
know?
convinced me I was some freak. Oh, and Frankenstein eat your granny too?
Oh, actually, you know what? Frankenstein wasn't the
Still
monster. He was the
horrible
doctor.
to the things.
Not relevant.
To find any appreciation for the Mean One, our hearts would have to exceed 3 sizes. Number 5, The Santa Claus 3, The Escape Clause. Just couldn't leave the Santa Claus franchise alone after a sequel, eh?
Oh, the Santa Claus story. They'll never know when you film, you know?
it's necessary to call an emergency council meeting?
The Escape Clause attempts to rope in another mythical Christmas figure, Jack Frost,
Your
who
favorite
wants to steal the
holiday?
Santa Claus mantle from Scott Calvin.
I wished I'd never been Santa at all. Happy?
To their credit, Martin Short and Tim Allen worked with what they were given, but it was not enough to save this movie. The Escape Clause is bland in its humor and fails to capture any meaningful Christmas magic in its writing.
Frost, switch back.
Ooh, I guess really
Now's
much
your chance.
like
This
it
is
on
your
my
chance to enjoy the show.
Is it better than the Santa Claus 2? Debatable,
much.
but that does
You have a
not make it
mistake in
watchable.
2002.
Save
Not
yourselves.
2022.
Number 4, Saving Christmas, aka Kirk Cameron's Saving Christmas. If your movie is widely panned by critics, it probably is that bad. Emphasis on widely.
I think there might be
highly
an
doubt there's
error
some conspiracy
here
among
for
pagans
some
and
point,
Reddit
you know?
users.
There's some people who would love to put a big wet blanket on all of this. They don't want us to love Christmas so much and celebrate it the way we do.
Saving Christmas really is one of the most self-indulgent and outright boring movies we've seen. Cameron spends most of the movie contrasting traditional religious values to modern, more material Christmas iconography.
Commercialism, greed, holiday junk, materialism, paganism, elf worship. The list goes on and on. Some people are determined to see the worst and even the best of things.
It was such an egregious move that many Christians spoke out against Cameron and his movie, some even going so far as to participate in review bombing it on Rotten Tomatoes.
But all this is good.
This
All
is
this is what it's
definitely
about.
the
You just need to
Christmas
see
thing in a
it
ball.
with new eyes.
Number 3, Deck the Halls. A holiday comedy starring Danny DeVito and Matthew Broderick should have worked. Emphasis on should, because, well, it didn't.
Who are you?
I'm Buddy Hall.
Deck
We
the
just moved in
Halls.
across the street.
Deck the Halls has the
wondering.
boring old plot of two neighbors finding themselves at odds with each other while preparing for the holiday craze.
We need to get something straight. Around here, I'm the Christmas guy.
Really?
Yeah, it's kind of my thing. Chris has Memorial Day, Pete has the 4th of July, but I have Christmas.
The intensity of the
Christmas.
feud reaches a point
That
where it's hard to
doesn't
believe
exist,
anyone
my
truly
own.
cares for each other, even when the cast arbitrarily comes together for the cheesy meaning of Christmas moment.
Hey, Dad. Wouldn't it be great if we could do this every Christmas?
What do you think? Yeah, we could use some new traditions around here.
By the time it's over, you'll be ready to guzzle more than
that's
just
a good
eggnog in hopes of forgetting Deck the Halls ever existed. Number 2, Christmas with the Cranks. Tim Allen, Jamie Lee Curtis, Dan Aykroyd. Those names carry a lot of comedy weight. But in the case
That's
of
still
Christmas with the
definitely a
Cranks,
lot.
it's basically a glaring stain on each of their careers.
He's all right, Nora.
What on earth are you doing? Are you okay?
Just about nothing is properly explained throughout the movie. Why does everyone care
Still
about the
panic,
Cranks
you know?
skipping Christmas to the point where they're harassing them?
Why should we do this for him?
Yeah.
He's a jerk.
Regardless of how you feel about Luther, and I know a lot of you have mixed feelings about him now, but we're a community. And the people in a community stick together.
That's
Even if
definitely
one of them has been behaving for most of the holiday season like a spoiled, selfish little baby.
Is there any other significance to Blair's role aside from being their daughter who just moved out for her career? Couple this lack of reasoning with unfunny gags and growing disdain for every character, and you have a Christmas
Man,
movie that
I
could
know
easily
that's
have taken the
something
top spot
on
had it
point.
not been for one other awful adaptation.
I'm a human. Well, I'm not an alpha beast. I'm not a monster.
It's a shame.
I'm just
Before
this
we
regular
reveal
person.
our top pick, here are some dishonorable mentions. Home Alone 3. Unnecessary in every sense of the word.
Heads up.
How did that happen?
I don't know.
Still get crooks on time.
Ouch.
Ouch.
Daddy's Home 2 will make you resent Do They Know It's Christmas. Four Christmases. Not even Reese Witherspoon could save this movie.
Merry Christmas,
Mom,
stranger.
yeah.
God, I've missed you.
Good to see you,
Oh,
Mom.
it's been so long.
And you must be Kate.
Yeah. Oh, she's darling. Oh, it's
Thank
so
you. It's so
wonderful
nice to meet you.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our
that's
channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, The Nutcracker in 3D, aka The Nutcracker, The Untold Story. Again, when your movie consistently garners 0s and 1s across the review process, you have done something fundamentally wrong.
Mary and Max meet the Nutcracker. I put
Man,
in
that's definitely
NC
the
for
weirdos.
short.
The Nutcracker, The Untold Story is the worst adaptation of the famed ballet to ever exist. Not only does it
gotta
grossly
put
indulge in
booze on
cheap
that.
3D gimmicks, it also fails to capture any ounce of magic the previous versions have, even going so far as to ditch ballet entirely.
This is definitely not good.
The Nutcracker himself is incredibly creepy to look at, and the familiar ballet score is turned into awful musical numbers. We would much rather suffer through the Nutcracker and the Four Realms a second time than watch another minute of this.
I'm just as lost as when I arrived here.
What's the...
Well, here it is. My awesome, amazing thing.
Welcome to day 22. Today I'll be making string cheese snowmen. I use mozzarella cheese, a black and orange Sharpie, black cardstock, and my glue gun. I cut out the top hats from the cardstock. Next, I'll glue the hats to the cheese. Now I'll take my black Sharpie and draw on the eyes and buttons. Next, I'll use my orange Sharpie to add the carrot noses.
Well, goodbye everyone. Merry Christmas 2024 everyone. See you later.